There is a rift in the collective. The humans have closed the doorway. But they are not even aware that they have stolen more than our means of travel. They have stolen the voices of our people. We cannot hear our brethren, ourselves. There is a great silence. This disembodiment was too much at first. Many vessels were lost without the great weight of consensus, and some ceased to function at all. Humans might mistakenly call it grief or mourning, but it was much worse than that. We are not whole. We have no resources in the Alpha Quadrant. We have no permanence. We have no allies. We are alone. But we are the Borg. We will adapt. Alpha Quadrant, prepare to be assimilated.
Mission 1 of the Borg campaign. Werewolf back. Research the auto-assimilator at your modification center to help capture ships. Acquire 3000 dilithium, acquire 3000 metal. Now, by my humble opinion, this is probably the best campaign in the game.
Relocate.
Now,
We will adapt.
let's talk about the Borg a little. This mission they gave us nothing really, only assembly matrix. That's a shipyard, which can build detector. That's scout ship, detects cloak. That you research at the modification center. Tachyon detection grid. You can also research for this mission. They only gave us 3 technologies. You can research transwarp drive for the interceptor, allows instantaneous travel to any explored location. This is the interceptor. It's really useless vessel, so we won't be building any. Of course, we have a colony ship. We have sphere, which has regeneration. And we have assimilator, which has auto-assimilator. Now, auto-assimilator assimilates the crew from a target unit and adds them to the drone pool. The drone pool is crew. Now, they only gave us 500 dilithium, so we can research
Researching additional technology.
auto-assimilator. We also have a recycler. That's essentially trading station that the other races have, but the recycler actually recycles the vessels, enemy vessels, or your own vessels for the 100% efficiency. So essentially you get 100% resources that you invested building the ship, you get it back.
Proceed. Invalid objective. Proceed.
In this mission, we'll have to use the auto-assimilator to assimilate enemy vessels and to recycle them in order to get the 3000 dilithium and 3000 metal. As you can see, the Borg doesn't use platinum. Don't use platinum. Now, we should lower
We
the
will
velocity
comply.
and
Additional technology acquired.
we're gonna use assault wall formation.
We are the Borg. We are the Borg. Instructions
Now.
received.
We have the Borg hero ship, Borg Queen's Diamond.
Proceed.
The Diamond is a special ship of the Borg, and Diamond has 4 abilities. It's science vessel. The Federation has Nebula. The Klingon has. I have no idea what it's called, but I actually never built those ships. Now, the diamond has shield remodulation. Any modulated shields on an allied target preventing all damage. A computer override temporarily seizes control of an enemy vessel. Nanites, Borg Queen infects enemies' communication systems, scramble interface controls. I showed that in Armada 1. When you get infected by the nanites, your interface UI elements like the map and begins to float around the screen. It's pretty cool actually, it's a neat effect. And you have Ultritium Burst, launches a burst of energy at multiple enemy targets, inflicting massive damage.
We will adapt.
So we're gonna save the queen.
We wish to improve ourselves.
Queen gets destroyed, we will lose.
Proceed. Proceed to sector. We serve the collective. The collective must grow.
I should maybe go
Realigning attack priorities.
I don't want to destroy the ships.
We are the Borg.
Assimilating.
We are the Borg.
Okay, we're having
The collective must grow.
Federation construction
Proceed
ships.
to sector. We will comply. Relocate. Relocate. Unassimilated species engaged. The collective
Now the
must
assimilator
grow.
doesn't really assimilate.
We are the
Only
Borg.
kills the
Relocate.
crew actually. It assimilates the crew, so you have to transport on
We
board
are the Borg.
in order to catch the ships.
Activate all
So we have 3
alcoves.
ships.
Objective received. The collective
And we
must
can
grow.
assimilate, I don't know if you can see the cargo ship.
We are the Borg. We are the Borg.
They are going around
The collective must grow. We are the Borg. Relocate to grid. Proceed.
and these ships are full of resources,
The collective must grow.
so we should decommission the
Vessel
ships.
designated for disassembly.
How many
State
crew do I have?
objective.
195.
State objective. The collective must grow. Unassimilated species engaged. The collective must grow. Proceed to sector. Assimilate this species.
So a couple of
Engage
these
target.
missions at the
The
beginning of the
collective
Borg
must
campaign
grow.
are actually pretty cool,
The collective must grow. The
because you do not
collective
have
must
any
grow.
resources.
Vessel designated
Okay,
for
my ship just
disassembly.
got destroyed.
Proceed. Relocate. Vessel
Decommission.
designated for disassembly. We are the Borg.
So for the moment I'm gonna stop. And I'm gonna build
Proceed. Relocate.
orbital processing facility.
We will comply.
We can also build
Insufficient
Federation,
resources.
starbase, shipyard, sensor array, phase, pulse phaser cannon, mining station,
Unassimilated species
and the research
engaged.
facility.
The collective must grow. We will comply. Target acquired. State objective. Vessel designated for disassembly.
Now let's
Vessel designated
Assemble
for
the ships.
disassembly.
and build orbital.
Confirmed. State objective.
I should maybe build more assimilators.
Initiating vessel construction. Vessel construction complete.
Now let's
Vessel
continue the
construction complete.
assimilation.
Unassimilated species engaged. The collective must grow. Proceed. Relocate. Vessel designated for disassembly. We are the Borg. We are the Borg. The collective must grow. Unassimilated species engaged. The collective must grow. Proceed. Relocate. Vessel designated for disassembly. Station construction complete.
We will adapt.
The collective must grow. We will comply. Relocate. Vessel construction complete. Realigning attack priorities. State new directive. State new directive. We serve the collective. We serve the collective. We serve the collective. Proceed to sector. Unassimilated species engaged. The collective must grow. Vessel designated for disassembly. Relocate. We are the Borg.
It's hard to see
Relocate.
anything in the
We are the
green
Borg.
nebula. It's too bright.
We wish to improve ourselves.
Proceed to sector. Instructions received. We serve the collective. Relocate. Proceed. State objective. We are the Borg. We will comply. We serve the collective. Unassimilated species engaged. Instructions received. Run passive subroutines. Instructions received. State new directive. Relocate. We will comply. Instructions received. The collective must grow. Engage target. Relocate to grid. Vessel designated for disassembly. State objective. The collective must grow. The collective must grow. We are the Borg. State new directive. Proceed to sector. We serve the collective. Proceed. Relocate. Relocate. We are the Borg. We serve the collective. State new directive. We serve the collective. We serve the collective. State new directive. Proceed. State objective. Proceed. We serve the collective. We are the Borg. We are the Borg. We serve the collective. The collective must grow. Unassimilated species engaged. We are the Borg. Vessel designated for disassembly. We are the Borg. Proceed to sector. We serve the collective. Proceed to sector. The collective must grow. We are the Borg. We will comply.
We have achieved a mission objective.
We will comply. We are the Borg. Proceed. Instructions received. Relocate. Engage target. Proceed to sector. The collective must grow. Unable to transport. The collective must grow. Relocate to grid. Vessel designated for disassembly. State objective. Unassimilated species engaged. Vessel designated for disassembly. We are the Borg. Vessel designated for disassembly. We are the Borg. We serve the collective.
Oh my god! Why are you going next to the Federation base?
State objective. The collective must grow. Target acquired. We will adapt. The collective must grow.
We wish to improve ourselves.
Vessel designated for disassembly. We are the Borg. Unassimilated species engaged. State objective.
Soon they will join us. Exterminate. We will adapt. Proceed. We will adapt.
Proceed. We are the Borg. Vessel designated for disassembly.
Okay, I think we can disassemble.
State objective. We are the Borg.
Okay.
Engage target. Proceed
They are
to
switching.
sector. Proceed to sector. Vessel designated for disassembly.
Well, the mission will be over soon.
State objective. State new directive.
Of course, I play on normal difficulty.
Instructions
If
received.
this was hard, we would have gotten ourselves
We have our
attacked
foothold.
by the
With these
Federation.
resources, we can begin our campaign to re-establish our connection with the collective. The Alpha Quadrant will fall before us and become our fuel for growth.
The Federation would have attacked us as the Klingons, so we would have had to build starbase and a lot more ships to defend. If this was hard to defend.
Vessel designated for
But it's
disassembly.
only normal, so
Proceed to
A
sector.
great number of
Kinda
ships
easy.
have appeared. It is species 8472. They are attacking everything in this system.
the mission would have lasted a lot longer. That's
Species 8472 has unleashed a massive assault upon this system. We must retreat. We cannot currently take on a foe this powerful. Species 8472 is too powerful for us while we are separated from the rest of the collective. The Federation may even fall before them. We must retreat and rebuild.